How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm here to give you another Marvel What If episode review. Season 2, everybody. And this episode 5 entitled What If Captain Carter Fought the Hydra Stomper? And if I go any further, please stomp that like button right there. It actually really does matter, and I appreciate it if you do. And hey, if you're new here, don't forget to stomp that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of more reviews such as this one. Almost forgot to get my phone notes ready. Guys, this episode was fun. Very, very fun. I feel like, okay, so my score might not reflect it, but actually my score will reflect it. But this episode was fun. It was so much fun. The captain, so not just the captain, but we agreed with the Watcher, who says he doesn't like to do sequels because, hey, it's infinite multiverse, right? Why go back to something else? Which I'm going to go ahead and just do a middle finger salute here. This is my middle finger salute, just so I don't get in trouble, because it feels like it's Marvel's way of going, hey, we're not going to always go back to things because we got so much to tell. Shut it up. We already know you guys are doing a zombies show somewhere, somewhere on the side. I'll be flat out with you. I kind of wanted a Captain Carter show. This Captain Carter, the Captain Carter that's the Watcher's friend, the one that he pulled into the Guardians of the Multiverse, which again, whiz kids, hero clicks. Why was that not a keyword? I digress. Captain Carter, y'all. I almost forgot she wore the stealth suit in that episode because he plucked her from the moment, but right before this episode right here, when you're doing the Winter Soldier style backflip boat thing. Remember when Steve did a flash kick on Batroc de Leap Hair? Yes. But here he is visiting his friend again. And we get a scene. And apparently he said, she thought her story had ended, blah, 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 blah. But no, because remember, she didn't go on ice. She went into a dimensional portal, fought a squid that I was 150,000% sure is Shuma Gorath. Marvel by the name Shuma Gorath. Get it back. I don't know what's wrong with you. Stop being cheap. Stop being lazy. Shuma Gorath. After she fought Shuma, still gonna say she fought Shuma. She's back. She's in present day, right? And in here, we get another reimagining of that Avengers scene. The multiverse, Guardians of the Multiverse did it. This universe's Avengers, let's get you the three that were originally Thor, Iron Man, Hawkeye, my buddy, and then we have Black Widow, and then it's Captain Carter and the Wasp. And I'm talking about Wasp in a red outfit. I'm talking about callback all the way to the original. Was it Tales to Astonish, where the original 5 Avengers got together? We still count Steve in that original 6 because I think like the next issue of the Avengers, it's not Tales to Astonish, it's Avengers. And the next Avengers issue, they went and got Steve. So he's always an original 6, regardless of the first 5. Earth's Mightiest Heroes did that. You should definitely watch that show. It is on Disney Plus. It is the best Marvel Avengers show ever made. Period. I promise you that. But yes, we get the Wasp. And I'm sitting here watching this, losing my mind, going, I don't care about nothing else. Tell me about that Wasp. Tell me about this universe right now. Is that Janet? Is it Hope? Is it Janet or Hope, or is it somebody else? Is it, well, wait, Hope in the comics would be red too. Which one? Who is who? Who? If you get that reference, you and I are buddies. Who is it? And where is the Hulk? Because Banner's referenced later on, which I got some gripes. I realized why I gave this a score I did. I got some gripes on this one because he's brought up, and then Widow and Carter, they go, hey, we're gonna go, we're gonna go up top, go for a ride, and they go and punch out Loki. That there are still some differences in there, right? Hawkeye and Iron Man still kept things street level. Thor went up there to try to, do Thor stuff, but they still punched Loki in the face, which is weird because Thor should have done that first. Blah blah blah, blue blue blue. Um, this episode has a lot of jokes in it. Now, don't get me wrong here. I am a fan of the humor. The jokes were funny, but there was one moment towards the end of this episode, only 36 minutes, right? Towards the end of here, where I'm like, man, you're about to die, Widow, and you're telling like this is supposed to be like Captain Carter's Winter Soldier, and it's you're still telling jokes in here. Is this like, am I supposed to insert that this is a way of coping with like Melina, her mom, played by Rachel Weisz? Is this like you trying to cope with the fact that your pseudo mom is about to murder you? I forgot to look up the cast list on this because I always tell you guys every episode who was in the voices for these and who reprised their roles and who did not. So promise me you don't get mad. There we go. So Samuel Jackson is in here for Nick Fury. I'm just saying, you gotta pay that man. So the fact that they got him, you got what's my guy called? Frank Grillo, who was Crossbones. He's back. Oops. Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda-Merlin. Sebastian Stan's back as Bucky. Rachel Weisz is back as Melina, but she's much more evil. And of course, you have the stand-ins for for Steve. What's that guy called? Is it? Nope. Lake Bell's Natasha. Who's got to play Steve? Josh Keaton. There we go. Steve and Hydra Stomper. So again, the usual suspects. But the fact that Elizabeth Olsen and Samuel Jackson, come on, it's kind of cool. Obviously Haley Atwell is Captain Carter. Like, always keep her around, please. But where am I here? Yeah, a lot of jokes with okay. Instead of Hydra, it is the Red Room. Hydra is not the ones that have the Hydra Stomper, because the Hydra Stomper has a new paint job. He's gray. He has red stars, like Bucky's metal arm. Is that his right arm or his left arm? Doesn't matter. Bucky's metal arm with the star on it, and this mirrors way closer to excuse me, to the original comic book origins of Winter Soldier than the Winter Soldier movie, because in the Winter Soldier movie it was Hydra, right? No. It was Russia, because Winter Soldier was KGB. And it's much closer to how it was with the Red Room and Melina. She has on like this battle suit. We do get the other Black Widows, the other widows, which one of these widows, if you know, I don't know if you guys know Instagram martial artist, the Samu Rider. Samu Rider, if you haven't been watching this, hey, what's up? Samu Rider, she played one of the widows. She's the black one with the afro. That one is in here. I do like that we get that one. Although I'm a bit sad, because that means in this, since things have changed and this has shifted, is Yelena around? Could Hydra Stomper destroying the Red Room, which is still a sky base, pretty dang cool sky base, could him destroying that freed the other widows? That's an interesting thought. Interesting to think about. I hope it did. I digress. Red Room instead of Hydra. That's a fun thing. Was it? We do see her. I mentioned Elena, Rachel Weisz. They want Agent Carter, and I love that. Just like the influence that Steve Rogers has on like the Gamma stuff, getting the Hulks. Maybe Bruce Banner is here, but he's not the Hulk. Who knows? But just like Steve influenced other people wanting super soldiers, wanting the perfect man, and the Hulk, Captain Carter might have helped ramp things up with the Red Room, right? We do get an interesting thing here, and I'll touch on that one second. But was it Rachel Weisz's Melina even said, "I don't know whether to kiss you, kill you, or dissect you," and Carter's like, "You're probably going to try to do all three, right?" And then we get so this episode is also filled with cool action scenes. It feels like 2007 2008 with slow motion jumps. When Natasha goes through a fence, you see the other widows each get over or through the fence in their own way, in a slow motion way, kind of like how that Black Widow movie did. That movie really should have been made in 2008. Sheesh. Anyway, very, very, very. The action scenes are good. I'm not gonna crap on those. That was fun. Um, what else are different here? Bucky is the no, oh, pull that down. Bucky is the Secretary of State. Apparently, after Carter disappeared, Steve, still in the Hydra Stomper, and Bucky were a duo. They were going out crushing Hydra here and there. We see Secretary Barnes telling someone to send more aid to Sokovia. He's like, oh, I'm not gonna have these people starving without water. We got to do our part. I love that. I love that. Um, of course, the target for the Hydra Stomper, or I'm sorry, they don't call him the Winter Stomper, but the Hydra Stomper is Bucky. But technically, the real target was Peggy. And we get one of the best fight scenes. Like, she handled Hydra Stomper better than Cap handled Winter Soldier. And that's funny. At least this Captain Carter seems to be on par with, if not better, than Steve. And I'm gonna be straight up with you. I'm gonna speak right down the middle with you. Took off the glasses and everything. I hope that when we get to Secret Wars and we get our different multiversal time skipping, time jumping Agent Carters that are going, or should I say, time skipping Avengers to join up with the team to beat the Kangs or the Beyonder, whoever they choose to be the villain. It should still be Kang, you idiots. I hope that this one, the Disney Plus Captain Carter, Haley Atwell, I hope she is on that team. And I hope to all of the powers that be that I get a scene with her, Chris Evans, Steve Rogers doing a tag team fight against somebody. That has to happen. That needs to happen. And it's got to be this one. It's got to be this Peggy. I like the stealth suit. I hope she wears the stealth suit in there too. Has to be this one. Just amazing. So apparently, he's been missing since 1953. Now, we get a funny moment here where apparently it's been rumored Hydra Stomper sighting since 1963. Peggy's not down with that. Nick Fury goes, she's like, why didn't you debrief me? I didn't debrief you about Bigfoot either. Bigfoot sighting 1963. Given the fact that this is a Marvel universe, I'm pretty sure that that's probably an actual creature. Probably a Wendigo. And Natasha kind of confirms it, going, yeah, it was the Red Room. And she's like, you knew? I didn't want to break your heart twice. And somehow they get over that much faster than, well, I guess because he's not dead. I was going to compare it to, Steve and Tony fighting. But no, I don't. Unless Hydra Stomper killed Tony's parents. Oh my goodness. Am I going to get a Captain Carter Civil War? Please give me a Captain Carter Civil War. I want to see Captain Carter's journey throughout the Marvel Universe and Avengers movies and then the Captain movies in What If. I need to see that now. That is badass. Now that I just thought about that. Wow. But yes. So Steve is the Winter Soldier in this one. Not a bad replacement. Not bad at all. I really like the Hydra Stomper. Very first episode of What If. I enjoyed the Hydra Stomper a lot. Bigfoot, LOL. More like original. Yep. Said he was cool as hell. So the suit is what's keeping him alive. Since he's not Winter Soldier, he's not going to cryo freeze with the Hydra craziness, and the Tesseract's not powering him. It's a different power source. This just reminded me of something I missed in one of my reviews. I will have to get to that later. But the suit is what's keeping him alive, and each time they activate it, there's a chance that he could die, right? So that's why they used him sparingly. And what's crazy is Natasha goes, maybe we should call Tony and Tony or Bruce on this. They are in a place called St. Kilda, Scotland, bro. And she goes no to Tony and Bruce. She didn't want them, being doing mad scientist stuff on him. That is one of the most piss poor reasons. She's supposed to be more reasonable and more and have more thought than Steve. I get it, they both fight with their hearts. 'Cause Steve wasn't gonna bring Bucky forward because he knew that Bucky killed Tony's parents, right? I get that. But that's just Banner start to get help, and she goes, "Oh, he was gonna be." We get two pop culture references. Somebody's gonna get frozen in carbonite, and she goes, "You watch that movie." And we got a RoboCop reference earlier with the Hydra Stomper getting up. Says they'll have a movie night and rent it and watch RoboCop. Don't know when. Well, hold on. When did it take place? 2008. I guess you could still rent movies. Maybe they could red box it, which is coincidental. Red Room, red box. Black Widow, not Red Widow. Hope Red Widow shows up one day. But yes, Frozen in Carbonite Star Wars joke. My thing is, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like you're an idiot. You think that the guy who's the son of the guy that made this thing, who's made better versions of this, who saved him, he built it in a cave with a box of scraps. You telling me that he couldn't whip up a thing, be like, all right, cool. We're gonna keep him alive, put a thing in his heart so he can live longer, or give him something so he can live longer and not die. And then hey, he can still do the superhero thing. He can still be in the Hydra Stomper, which is more like a glorified war machine. Nah, think about it. Kind of looks like a bigger war machine, just red and gray. Or red and silver, whichever one you pick, red, silver, red, or gray. But you tell me Tony couldn't figure that out? You telling me Bruce, with all his bioengineering and stuff like that, can be like, okay, well, I can come up with a concoction that's going to make sure that his heart doesn't stop. Tony will figure out the robotic parts and will save him. You don't trust your teammates that much. Or maybe it's because it's Steve. I don't get it. It's still dumb. You're willing to talk. She was willing to talk him down from shooting her. She totally gives up at the end of this. BTW. She literally gives up at the end of this. Like, just drops her shield, says, I'm tired of fighting. If this is the end, at least I'm with you. I don't feel like fighting no more. And Steve just looks at him. It's kind of sad. Looks up and she's like, no, 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 no. That cat, that John Bernthal meme. No, 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 no. Wait, 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 wait. No, no, no. Flies up. I told you he destroyed the thing. I'll tell you how Melina dies soon in a minute. But they're just dumb. Tony would have figured that out. Probably in a day. While day drinking. Right? He would have figured that out like that. So again. That's the one thing I did have a problem with. If you would have, I kind of wish they would have never suggested it, just so we all could. I would prefer to go, how come they didn't think about asking Tony? Then I probably wouldn't have had a problem with it. But they thought about it. Well, Natasha said, hey, one of those two. No, no, no. He'll be in carbonite. You do realize he gets out of the carbonite at the end of that movie. So dumb. The Sokovian town that used to be a KGB place that now looks like an uncanny valley type of place where all these robots talking about apple pie and we love America and Yankee Doodle and baseball. That's a callback to the movie Uncanny Valley. There you go. Where am I at? So Melina gets killed when Natasha used her grapple hook while Steve is going up to destroy the Red Room. Grapples onto him, puts it onto Melina, who's about to choke the life out of her. She's like, I'm so proud of you. Then you became an Avenger. And like, she gets hooked up. There's no way she comes out alive. Now, this is more comic book accurate that Melina is, I think she's Madame Mask. If my memory serves me correctly, that is a Black Widow rival, villain. That's why I was very surprised in the Black Widow movie, that it just turns out, oh, okay, well, she betrayed her, but she unbetrayed her, and they're all family again and friends, and David Harbour and blah blah blah, which then makes me wonder, did they not use David Harbour? Oh my God, was Alexei never Red Guardian? Because they said, well, the woman is superior, so why would we grab a dude? That's interesting. I wonder if certain characters are still those incarnations in that universe. I gotta know. But yeah, um, all in all, yeah, there was a mom joke, and they're talking about unpacking things. Uh, so no. Oh, and one thing that changed in this universe, I don't know how Carter becoming the super soldier changed this. But remember in that shitty Black Widow movie, she blew up the office of the guy that was in charge of the Red Room. Blew it up, which didn't kill him, but it messed up his daughter, and she became a shitty taskmaster. A horrible taskmaster. I digress. Does that mean there's no taskmaster? Because in here they make it's such a, I don't want to say it's a small point, but they make a point of saying it that you could literally miss it. She killed that guy with her own hands with a knife to his chest, his carotid artery. So perhaps, quite literally, there is no Red Guardian because of Carter, and there's no Taskmaster because she didn't blow up and accidentally get the daughter. Right? That's the thing that happened. Thing that could have happened. And the last part is she needs to take some time. She knows that Steve is still out there, just like Cap knew Bucky was still out there at the end of Winter Soldier. We even saw the little the after credit scene where his arm was stuck in the thing, and it was like a preview of Civil War. Obviously, he's still out there. It'd be funny if that's how Hydra comes out. He's out there, he's trapped, and then we get the Hydra thing, and that'd be pretty interesting. So she's gonna take one of Stark's cars. Even Natasha goes, "Does he know?" And she's like, "Well, I'm gonna go, and you need some help." She is Steve's Falcon. Natasha is the Falcon for Captain Carter. They really are best friends. Now here's the crazy thing. You're gonna take the man's car after you said, "Oh, I don't trust him to work on my bow, to work on my boo." What an ass! Look, Captain Carter, I love you. You're an ass. Also, there was some touching moments between Steve and her. They even hinted for Natasha to bug her off so they could have a private moment. They almost got to share that kiss. Really good moment. I like the episode. Some of the things that annoyed me brought down just a tiny bit. This episode gets a 4.5 out of 5 from me. Still liked it. This makes me want to see more Captain Carter, which I am going to see more Captain Carter because while the Watcher is talking, because he watched the whole thing in the sky, watching it blow up, and he's watching her get in the car, a vortex of red chaos energy opens up beneath her, and they're like, "Wait, what's going on?" She falls through, and he's like, "Yeah, what the hell's going on?" And she lands in front of a Nick Fury, and it's in the credits, Merlin Wanda, or Wanda-Merlin, who's like, she's the one that will save our world. And you get Carter going, "Watcher, what is going on?" She calls, I think, does she call him a Watu? I think she calls him Watcher, but she calls for the Watcher. Like, she calls him twice. Watcher, Watcher. Probably Uatu, Uatu. Yeah, she knows some interdimensional crap is going on. So I think that's kind of funny. He's going to find her. I'm pretty sure this is Avengers 1600s. Pretty sure this is Avengers 1600s. I've kind of seen what's coming up soon, but I am going to see her again. So based on how that ends, I'm looking forward to knowing if I'm going to get a Captain Carter Civil War. I hope I do. But again, 4.5 out of 5 from me. please let me know what you think in the comment section right there below. Let me know. Did you enjoy this episode? I told you I'm trucking along. I only got 4 more to go, and you will get the rest of the 4 before the end of the month. Knock on wood. I shouldn't have said that out loud, but knock on wood. Hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos like this. Thank you for taking some time out to listen to me talk about what if. I need a Captain Carter shirt now. Please be good, be blessed, stay warm out there, stay safe out there, be good to yourself, be good to others. Either way it goes, don't be a jerk, all right? Remember, if you're feeling depressed, you're feeling down, you feel like there's no way out, there are people that care about you. Reach out to someone. People would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. So please reach out to someone. My social medias are in the description below. Follow me, send me a message. I will definitely say hi as long as you're not a jerk about it. And let me tell you something, true believers, my Patreon is down there as well. You can, if you want to support me even further, go ahead and give that a click. Until next time, true believers, I cannot wait to see what our next adventure is. So, till then, Excelsior.